You can catch humans in Palworld, but should you? And how do you go about it? Let's find out. Yeah, it turns out dudes don't like being caught, but I want to see like which sphere level works. So we have a catch rate of 0.1 on the Megasphere, goes up a little bit more on the Gigasphere and Hypersphere. So I guess we're just like in a fight right now. Problem is, assaulting someone is going to make you wanted. Alright, so let's use the Megasphere on a level 30 merchant. That's only 3. So this isn't something you're going to be able to do super early on. Gigasphere, better at 8%. Hypersphere, 15, 16%. So yeah, it's like, oh, I need to use an Ultrasphere and treat some humans like a legendary. However, catching a merchant sounds pretty dope. Okay, I guess I have to use a legendary sphere on him. That's only 30%. Capture success, a captured human. It's considered inhumane. Alright, yeah, it's gonna be extra assault. But what about like a level 24 guard that just gets stunned? Nah, you have to weaken it a bit more to catch it, even with a legendary orb. Megasphere has a 7% chance though, so you kind of have a shot at getting yourself an early PAL guard, or PIDF guard. Also, one thing to check out is what happens when you die. So on casual mode, nothing happens, no penalties when dying. Upon death in normal mode, all equipment and materials are dropped on the spot, and then in hard mode, items and pals are dropped. Also, in custom world settings, you can drop all items except for equipment, but if you're playing on normal mode and you just drop all of your items, is it worth it just like try to go out, catch someone, get wanted, die, come back to the spot, and then just keep your dude? Let's find out. Now, this is the dude I want because he sells assault rifle ammo, and I'm tired of coming out to the desert every time I want to restock on ammo. So let's see how the fight goes. He's level 11. Alright, yeah, and that gave us the assault. Oh yeah, that gives us assault because just trying to catch doesn't do anything. So we can hit him a few times. Guard doing a thing. He got stunned. Gigasphere, gonna be 36% chance. He is a bit easier. Also, it's interesting that this merchant doesn't care. And the rest of that recording corrupted. There goes an hour of work, but we can salvage this one. So Dune Shelter is where this merchant is. Also, the other place is near the start of the game down here. So that's going to be the small settlement. And yeah, so we caught the dude. Interesting things I learned is that they pretty much immediately respawn. I caught those dudes. I deliberately took a death to the guards that showed up. I came back and then they were there again. Also, the guard situation gets out of hand and really crazy really quick. You can make an attempt to catch them. I tried using legendary spheres, and once you start getting above, like, you know, the level 30 guards and stuff, it effectively becomes a legendary catch that the level 50 guards that show up with a legendary orb are only 7%. Now, I'm only 8 out of 10 on the Life Monk statues, but it's still crazy. So these dudes drop Megaspheres, which makes it interesting for the farming. However, I do have my game settings turned really easy. They don't do damage to me. I do more damage to them. That way I can test out these kinds of things. But Megaspheres, sometimes I drop a few hundred gold. And then now we have the level 50s. So yeah, these are the ones that are very, very difficult to catch, or at least very low odds. You can still do everything else to them, though. You can use your pals to fight them. You can hit them with the stun baton, try to get those odds up. I have one Ultra Sphere. 3%. And it fails. So I spent 30 Legendary Spheres, 30 Ultra Spheres, and I didn't catch any of these dudes. It also gets kind of weird, because if you ever want to reset your Wonder level, you just leave and come back. I'm imagining that, you know, this is just early access stuff, and the crime system is going to get more fleshed out. Feels kind of placeholder right now, so maybe that gets a little different. But then the rest of this is also weird. So dying effectively has no penalty if you just get back and pick up your stuff. Even when you drop pals on death, they just drop in a sphere, so you can walk up and pick it up again where you die. So it seems like all you need to do is run out to a settlement, catch the dude, even if it aggroes or you get assault charges or whatever. As long as you catch the guy, die, your wanted level is going to reset, you come back, and then you can just pick him up and you're good to go, even on hard difficulty. If not, you only drop items so you keep your pals, which is going to be this dude. Also, how much do these guys sell for? 4K for a level 43 elite? I mean, it's alright. Wandering merchants. So it's like you expect, oh, I have a human. I have a person. Like, is this going to be the super underground black market where I'm getting 10k each? No, they're valued about the same as pals. But what it means is you can get the merchant that you want and then he's just here. So there's our ammo dude. We can buy as much ammo as we want whenever we want, and we can also sell our rare items to him. So precious entrails, diamonds, some leftover shotgun shells. I'm not using handgun ammo or any of that stuff, and then we sell it and we make money. And that's how I've been like kind of keeping assault rifle ammo positive. Wow, okay, do this. And as we saw, that dude's a lower level, and you don't need some kind of insane sphere to catch him. So that's kind of necessary and busted, and there's no drawback to it. Okay. Now, what about if you get like a super elite guard or a merchant to fight for you?
Go! PIDF Elite! Take out the Free Pal Alliance Devout!
Wait, where's your gun? You had guns, and you were like destroying me. But no, they just like run around and punch. I don't even think they do damage. Like, either the punch misses or something. Like, he's taking hits, he's trying to roll. He's actually just like completely glitched out, it seems. Let's try that. Let's try that again. Like, do we see any damage? No. So they don't do anything, and that's actually explained. So if we go to our party and we check out the PIDF Elite, humans are not pals. Therefore, they do not possess partner skills. They have stats, they can do level 1 handiwork, so even like getting a crazier human doesn't give you any extra like work suitability or anything. They just do nothing. Alright, what happens if I get a skill fruit though? Can I teach this dude like Dragon Burst or some kind of Kamehameha wave? Can he at least learn Implode? So we click on Punch and no skills available to swap. Punch with Conviction, Believe in the Power of the Fist, no skills. Even though he's like level 43, nothing. So, merchants, really exploitable, really easy to get, no drawback to being a criminal, catching and enslaving people. But then the actual like combat dudes that seem really strong, can't do anything with. So your dream of like getting fully decked out grenade launcher people or machine gunners doesn't work. It's going to be interesting to see how or if this system evolves. Again, it's still early access. There's going to be more pals. There's going to be a lot more expansion to the game. It's going to be really crazy to see like what people can come up with or how all of this is going to develop. Or maybe it's just supposed to be a joke. Like, yeah, you can use a high level sphere on people, but you shouldn't. Therefore, you don't get a lot of return from it. Except for the merchants. Like, they're so good. Also, I feel like multiplayer implications are crazy here. If people are like getting competitive on some kind of server, you're going, like the meta is going to be have a merchant. That way at least you can keep your gold stock up. Difficulty settings don't really matter. It's wild. So there we go, guys. That's what happens when you try to catch a human or catch a human in Palworld. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with friends, comment your thoughts down below. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.